Cancers, welcome to my channel. We're going to take a look at what's going on with your love life at the moment. Of course, if you want to see future readings, make sure you subscribe and check the description box if you do want to get like a personal reading with me. I will leave my email and like pretty much the reading rates and stuff in the comment section as well. I'll try to do that. But let's go ahead and jump into your love reading and see what's going on with it. Okay, so first card we have is the King of Wands. So Cancers, you could have an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo individual in your love life. This, if not a fire sign, could also talk about you, where energetically your sense of confidence is starting to peak. And you're also realizing action-wise what you need from the person that you're dealing with, who you're in a relationship with. And if you're in a relationship already where it's like, okay, my needs are not necessarily getting met, I'm a little bit frustrated, I think that there could be or has been conversations around this. There could be someone who's kind of irritated with you because they could want you to take more of an action on the relationship, like to show them that you really, really do want to be with them. And this could be causing you guys to have disagreements about this. It also talks about trying to focus on what's in your control. You could have moments where your relationship makes you question, and you're starting to see how mentally that's a bit exhausting. So you could be stepping into this perspective of, okay, what's in my control, I'm just going to focus on that, and I'm not going to allow myself to always stress about things that I can't do anything about. What else is going on with Cancers? We have the Sun card. So there could be a Leo of significance. If not a Leo, there's just certain things that you're realizing about someone that you're dealing with romantically. You could realize that when they're, in good energy, good vibes, they're really positive and they're really sweet, and they could be someone who's really supportive, and this could be something you really, really like about them. Other times when they're not necessarily in their best energy, it could be very obvious as well. For others of you, there could be things that you're realizing about your love interest where it's like, I don't know about that. Like pros and cons. For a lot of you too, you could be realizing things about your love life as a whole too. It's like, I realized that previously the people I may have dated, they had an insecurity thing. And in them being insecure, it in turn made me insecure because they would do things to kind of trigger me. Or this could look like you dealing with somebody who has an ego issue where they never really want to take accountability, or they never really want to stand in the light of their actions. And this could look like you guys are constantly having to go at it with things that they should just take accountability for. We also have the Death card. So somebody could be showing you their true colors after you guys have broken up. This could be, or somebody who you stopped talking to, this could be them doing things intentionally to try to get a reaction out of you. For others of you, you could be realizing that maybe a dynamic really does have to change, or if it doesn't, this is going to be the end of the relationship. This is going to be the stop at the last stop on the road, okay? Especially if it's like an internal thing. If you're dealing with somebody who has insecurities, they do certain things in spite. Okay, this could even be things that you realize that you may have to change internally as well. Now, going into the possible challenge you may run into with love, I have the Five of Cups. So this could be beating yourself down for your past experiences, seeing it from the angle of, I messed this up, this was my fault, why didn't I, do this differently, or I wish I knew what I know now, to where you could find yourself just kind of ruminating on what didn't go right in the past, to a point to where you could ignore opportunity that's right in your face or that may exist in your life at this moment. So this could look like being in a relationship, but then having moments of wondering like, okay, did I really, really mess things up within, our connection? Will they ever forgive me? Or even past tense things that you went through before dating them, wondering if that's going to now affect your ability to make this relationship last. For others of you, you could be dealing with a partner who they exist in the past a lot of the times, and you try to be there to be supportive of them, but they're not emotionally present in order for that to be the case. Especially if they're constantly looking at things from the film of, I don't want to repeat my past. Now, the advice with love, I have the 9 of Cups. So your love life feels a lot easier to manage when we're at a place of not dating from a need to fill a void. And when I say this, this is like whenever words or whenever the stream of consciousness becomes, I'm scared that I'm not going to get married, or I'm scared that I'm going to be disappointed, or I'm scared that my experiences are just going to be negative with love, and then we're trying to date in that same energy, it makes it really, really hard for us to find something that's fulfilling and worth it. And it can also leave us in a situation where we're constantly on edge in dating in the first place. And it's not really an experience where you're getting to know someone, but more so us re-traumatizing ourselves, essentially. So the advice is to make sure that you go into love from a place where you're emotionally whole and you understand that your love life is only as good as you are emotionally. If you're in a state of fear, if you're in a state of distrust of people, then you're not really allowing yourself to date. You're just kind of experiencing people and possibly getting a little bit re-traumatized in the process. So date from a place of wholeness, and only date people who are interdependent. In your interdependence, someone else needs to match that, where they're emotionally whole and they're not giving you excuses as to why they're not and then expecting you to put up with that. Now, what are you guys manifesting future tense in love? I have the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, and also the 6 of Cups. So you could be manifesting a breakthrough from severe anxiety about your past. The 9 of Swords is like overthinking, overanalyzing. The 10 of Wands is like, okay, I'm holding on to a lot of this. This is a lot of stress. And then the 6 of Cups talks about ruminating on the past and the good times. So for a lot of you, I think that you're going to get past this period of basically having this narrative in your mind that the best time in your love life was a period in time in your past, and that you have to constantly try to recapture that moment. Okay, especially if this memory or this good time is attached to something toxic, or before something went toxic. Another thing that you guys are manifesting is the ability to free yourself from the attachment to things that just have history. Like for some of you, it may not even be a situation where you're dealing with an ex or wanting to. It's just, you could have somebody who just constantly keeps coming back, or you constantly find yourself just trying to make sense of where things went wrong in the past. I think that you guys are going to be releasing that future tense. What's the energy around Cancer's love life as a whole? We have the stay optimistic about your love life card, and we have release your ex. So yes, I do think that you guys are going through a period of redefining what your love life is supposed to look like for you, especially if your nervous system has built up certain tolerances for certain individuals. And I think with this breakthrough, this is going to give you a chance to really let go of your past in a way that is freeing and also allowing you to have a whole new level of wisdom. So you're going through that process now. And I hope that that was helpful. I hope that this reading was insightful. If you enjoyed, definitely thumbs up the video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.